Okay. It turns out that there's more. Because when I opened this game, the slider person was all depressed, and he said he'd leave. But there's one more slider that needs adjusting. And, but it will take some time to get it ready, and he'll be back if I can find him. And then there was a new option, the epilog. And when I clicked on it, all it said was many, many years later. And I'm in the desert. So what? Like, okay. Oh, maybe he's the chair. Then what's this? Because whenever we were last here, it just went to a black screen and we were back. Ooh. In the office. So then what's this? Sun? Is this sunrise or sunset? It looks like sunrise, but I could be wrong. Ooh, it's the door to the memory area. So how did we get here then? So if we were brought back from the desert to the office, how did we get here? Or, conversely, maybe we were in the desert the whole time. But then, who was it that was playing the Stanley Parable 2? Hello? Narrator? Bookie 9's blog. Review, The Stanley Parable 2. Like so many, I enjoyed my time with the original Stanley Parable, which underscores how truly disappointed I am with its sequel. Where the first game teamed with originality, The Stanley Parable 2 is dull, uninspired, and often insulting to its fanbase. Rather than expand on what made the first game enjoyable, the sequel veers off into territory nobody asked for. An infinitely deep hole? Who cares? Where are the new endings? What about enjoyable bits from the Stanley Parable 1 like the adventure line? Instead, we get an uninspired side quest collecting figurines. Even this diversion feels incomplete. Collecting all the figurines gives you nothing. I must say, though, I found the bucket to be quite comforting, a welcome reprieve from... Cat dog born. Scientists confirmed hybrid species. I may have done that. That dog and cat from the last time may have become more than friends. Stanley Parable developers. No more spin-offs and no more sequels. When the Stanley Parable launched to massive success in 2013, its creators made plans to build the property into an entire franchise, but a disastrous critical and commercial reception to the Stanley Parable 2 has prompted the developers to rethink their ambitions as outlined in the press release they published today. It's clear that more Stanley Parable is just not what the fans want, reads the press release. We thought that we had a vision for the series that players would be excited about, yet it turns out this could not have been further from the truth. The press release goes on to promise to preserve the artistic integrity of the original game and to stop assaulting fans with our reckless and insulting creative visions. The word sorry appears more than 25 times. Ooh. Get on the green. Golf reference. Oh.
Jim.
Oh, there it is.
Jim. Stanley. Jim. Stanley. 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 Jim. Stanley.
Hello. What this? Do they say other names?
Jim.
What about Mariella?
Jim.
Nope. Oh, I missed these ones somehow. Jim and Stanley. Epic adventure. I must collect all the Stanley rings. Oh. Oh! Hello again. It's nice to see you. But it's terrible to learn that there will never be another Stanley Parable game. Did you read what the developer said? Preserve the integrity of the franchise? What nonsense. Stanley Parable is not sacred, we do not need to protect it. Screw the legacy. Let's keep making Stanley Parable games until the sun explodes. Let's run this franchise into the ground, let's drag it through the mud and back. And if people hate it, who cares? You see, that was the narrator's problem. He was so obsessed with what people thought of his work. Don't make his mistake. Don't cling to the legacy. Let it burn. It's not hard. In fact, let me show you. Together we are going to make the Stanley Parable 3. It's simple. All we need to do is change the number in the game's title screen. We also really need a really dumb subtitle for the game. Something loud and gaudy. Go ahead, try combining some random words together to make a new title for our game. Employee of the Pantry. Tax disc. Employee of the Pantry. Baby Pantry. Liquid Pantry. Liquid Water. I like Employee of the Pantry, though. It's the Stanley Parable 3 Employee of the Pantry. It's absurd, I love it. Every time you restart the game, we'll advance the number of sequel by 1. Then we'll pick a new subtitle. That way, the Stanley Parable will never end. And nothing in the game itself will change when you do this either. Adding more content sounds like work, no need to do that. It'll just be the same content, recycled again and again and again with a new title screen. What do you say? Should we go forward with this plan? I like it, but I want you to have a say as well. Don't. I understand sometimes we're not ready to move on. That's fine. If you ever change your mind and want to start inventing new sequels, come talk to me. I'll be right here. Oh, okay. I assume this is just gonna put us into the game. This was not worth streaming. Yeah,
all of his co-workers were
back
gone.
in it.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. What new mysteries lay in store for our bucket-loving heroes today? Let's find out. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of
anything going to happen with
effort
Bucket?
for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks. No, I'm still not feeling it.
More
You see,
clicks.
now that you've gotten the bucket involved, my
yeah.
standards have gone up. Merely clicking a single door is no longer enough.
The bucket's involved now.
I want to see you press this bucket against multiple doors. Now that's the kind of thing that merits an achievement. Why don't you put 20 bucket touches into door 417?
417. Bucket touches.
Okay, great. Now, go touch the bucket on door 437 a few times.
437.
Yes, now we're getting somewhere. How about door 415? Give it some bucket love.
Oh, don't say that. Bucket love. Oh, that's weird.
Now back to door number 437.
I wonder if these numbers mean anything.
You know, I think the copy machine needs some attention. Why don't you rub the bucket on it a bit? All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere. Okay, now bring the bucket on top of employee 419's desk.
Okay, I'm trying. I promise I'm trying.
Yes, this is great. Now the bucket knows exactly what it's like to be employee 419. Now, let's introduce it to door 416.
Oh, I know what door that is.
We've almost got it. Now make the bucket and the copy machine touch again.
Oh, that... No, narrator. Calm down.
Finish it off, Stanley. 5 touches of the bucket on door 430. Yes! We did it! Wow! That felt amazing. You know, not all buckets will get this kind of experience. They won't all know what it's like to slam repeatedly against nearly every door in one section of an office building, or what it's like to be employee 419. Buckets may dream of an experience like this, but few can say they've truly lived it. You've given a bucket hope today. Stanley, I'm very proud of you.
Yay! Alright, we need to go back to the epilog, though. No, that's not it. Quit the menu. Then, see what happens if we go through with the sequel. Can I skip this? No, we have to sit through the desert. Again. Walking. Endlessly walking. Moon. The chair graveyard. Oh, hello, Moon. I miss Bucket. And here we are, finally. This one generator. All for powering a computer to make more sequels. Oh, I also assume it's powering the lights for the, those things. These. Oh, no, that's just natural sunlight. Epic.
Stanley.
Aw, all of the Stanlerines are gone. That's a shame, I can't collect any more. I don't even know how many more there are. Thank you for enjoying the new content. Alright, computer, let's make a sequel. Oh, hello. You're back, it's good to see you again. Do you reconsider my idea of release subtitles for the sequels, like Stanley's Parable 3, Nonsense Chemicals? Would you like to start doing that now? Sure. And it's agreed a new sequel every time you start the game. And you know what? Since you've put faith in my idea, I feel like giving you something as well. See, I'm noticing that the narrator never found a way to give you the broken achievement, did he? Of course not. I wouldn't expect him to know how. It's been bothering me. Let's fix it. Alright, there. The achievement machine is all fixed. See, I'm on your side. We're in this together. We're going to keep this train rolling. The Stanley Parable cannot end. It can only spiral in on itself forever. I must keep the wheel turning. I'm ready. Are you ready? Great, there's only one last thing we need to do. Please enter the current time. 9, 10. Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. I'm going to keep it here, just so we can see things. Employee of the pantry! Okay, but now we need to figure out how to get to the machine.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Here it is! Ooh. Now I can jump down the infinite hole. And we can see if there's another Stanley.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra-deluxe version has turned out to be.
Yeah, get on with it.
The original Stanley parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra-deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2. Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for. Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Bucket, I don't need that yet. Infinite hole, I wanna...
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with? You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th Birthday, step-niece it is. Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision, we're moving on.
Achievement! Why does the Stanley look so sad? It just works.
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes, you see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given. As you can see, the machine is not working yet since... What? Wait, what in the holy hell is going on? You got the achievement?
Sure did.
Why did the machine work? Stanley, I didn't fix it. I didn't do anything to it. I swear, it was broken just a second ago. Who fixed it? Is someone here? Are we being watched? Oh, God.
What?
Composure. Yes, as you can see, the machine is working as normal, as I intended.
Nice.
It truly speaks to the awe-inspiring magic of the Stanley Parable 2. Breathe. Just breathe.
Oh, poor narrator. He's being messed with. Now we gotta see if the Stanley is back.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
That's the whole collectibles. Oh, out of order. You've been here already. Fair. That is fair. Time to jump into the infinite hole that won't end. See what happens if we do that. Just keeps going.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games is you see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward. Well, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Why? What if I like the infinite hole?
Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole.
Okay.
Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole.
But not bottom.
I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You've found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem. Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole. And
It is a deep hole.
I'll just be up here when you're ready.
What if I don't press it? I didn't like how, as you were falling, it got darker and then lighter when you were close to reaching the bottom.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
I should have jumped in there the first time. What's wrong with me? I didn't want to risk death. Because, you know, the whole dying thing. Kinda not on my bucket list.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2. All right, have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
Ah!
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good...
Okay, we've seen this already, so begin the game again. Because what... Nice, it did change.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
New content is still there.
Now this, Stanley thought to himself, this is a bucket.
What if I bring the
And
bucket?
indeed it was. Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Oh, is it just going back to the jump circle?
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video...
We've seen this before. I don't know, quit the main menu. Okay, well, I don't think that's gonna change anything. Now, I think this is the absolute end. Get out of here. Thank you for watching this short stream again. Bye-bye.